What is up, everybody? VisualTimmy here, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a spinning pumpkin animation in Procreate. Now this is only part 1. If you want to get part 2 where we refine the line work, part 3 where we add colors and effects, then you're definitely going to want to join Visual Tribe. You can join for free for 7 days. We got tons of downloads, video tutorials, project files, palettes, all that good stuff. So definitely go to the description, click the link if you want part 2 and part 3. Join my community. It's great in there. You can share your art, ask questions, and I'll help you with your animations if you get stuck. So this is going to be the final product, and let's jump into part 1 where we will sketch out the rough guidelines for this animation and get your pumpkin spinning. So the first thing that we're going to do is create a new project. I have a pre-made canvas here, and you can just click this button to make a new one. And we are going to create a square 2048 by 2048 pixels. Okay. You might want to go a little bit larger. You're thinking it needs to be high quality. No, we have to have enough layers to create the full animation, and we don't want to be resizing things halfway through the process. And most people are going to view it this big on their phone anyways, so not a big deal. 2048 by 2048 pixels is what we're going to run with. And the first thing we're going to do is come into Canvas, Drawing Guide, Edit Drawing Guide, and crank up the size so that we have 4x4 grid here. This will help us keep our animation in the center. I'm basically going to focus on this center 4 squares. That way we can stay consistent throughout the animation and we don't have anything hanging off the edge and so on and so forth. So press done there. We're going to start with black, and I'm going to start with Astral Ink OG just because it's a textured line brush, really easy to work with. If you're watching this in Visual Tribe Pro, there'll be links for all the brushes, project files, and everything like that. So the first thing that we're going to do is create a rough outline for our pumpkin animation. You can just create an oval and press the edit button here and change the size. I'm going to also transform, distort, or probably warp, and just warp the shape to get the shape that we want for the pumpkin. Doesn't need to be perfect. We're going to redraw all of this anyways. So just give yourself a rough shape to work with. Once you have your rough pumpkin shape, we're going to draw a couple guidelines that will help us with our animation to keep things consistent. The first one is going to be a guideline for the eyes, and the second one is going to be a guideline for the mouth. You can take an eraser and just get rid of these marks here. Again, this is just guidelines. We're going to refine this and make it look pretty afterwards, so don't worry about that. The next thing that we're going to do is draw a center guideline. This is going to be the center of the pumpkin. We're also going to draw some small guidelines for our frames. Once we have this, we're going to come over to our Actions panel and turn on Animation Assist. The first thing that we're going to do in Animation Assist is tap on our frame here and make this a background layer. Come over to your Layers panel, press the little N here, and let's turn the opacity of this layer down. And here's where we're going to start roughing out the flow of the animation. So what we're going to do is just start drawing this animation frame by frame using our guidelines here. So these vertical lines not only signify the form of the pumpkin and the ridges, but they're also going to keep track of the center line of the pumpkin for us. So let's say our center line is here, well then our eyes will be here. Let's say the center line is now here, well our eyes are going to start here. So the cool part about this is that we only need to draw these frames first, and we can duplicate them onto this side. That way we don't have to redraw the entire animation twice. So for the first frame, go ahead and trace your guidelines. So we have the back of the pumpkin. All right. Our center line is behind the pumpkin right now because we're going to have it turning clockwise like this. So create a new frame. In this frame, our center line will be here. And so we just continue to trace these frames all the way around. Add another frame, and our center guideline is going to be here. We're going to continue this process, add another frame, and draw your center guideline here. And one more time, we're going to add a frame, and our center guideline is now perfectly in the center. Nice. If we come over to settings, and we can see we're at 15 frames per second, our onion skin frames are turned up. We don't want all of our onion skin frames, so we'll just put 2. We'll choose blend primary frame, and we'll turn the opacity down. So you can see what we have here is half of a rotation. So since this is our center frame, and these are the rotations for the right side, we can just duplicate these frames and make the rotation for the left side. So since this one's here, we'll tap on it, we'll choose duplicate, we'll drag that to the right side, and we'll press transform up here, and we'll choose flip horizontal. So it's a little bit off of our guideline here, but that's not a big deal. You can either use warp and kind of tighten it back up where it's supposed to be. Perfectly fine. Now we'll come over to our second frame here, and we'll duplicate that. Drag this over, transform, flip horizontal, and we'll just tighten this up how it's supposed to be here. That's nice. And we'll come over to our edge frame, duplicate that, drag it to the right, transform, flip horizontal, and just tighten this up as well. And lastly, we have our first frame where our center line is on the back side of the pumpkin. We're also going to duplicate this and drag this to the other side. That way it's symmetrical. We have our center frame here, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 frames on the right, 1, 2, 3, 4 frames on the left. So that gives us 9 total frames. This one, we can also just transform, rotate. You don't really need to since we're going to redraw these anyways, but it's nice to just have our lines in a similar place. Now that we have all our frames, we can go into settings. We can lower the onion skin opacity, turn the frames down, and we can press play. And now we have our rotating guidelines. You can come into your layers and come into the background layer here and turn the opacity down a little bit more so it's barely visible. And this is what we have so far for our rotating pumpkin. So from here, what we need to do is create the rough sketch for the eyes and the mouth of our jack-o'-lantern. So come over to your layers panel, create a new layer, set this layer to foreground, select this layer, and then we decide where we want to draw our eyes and our mouth. The design of the pumpkin is completely up to you, but try to make it symmetrical. And remember, we're going to have to redraw this on 8 frames. So don't make it too complex. Make it somewhat simple, but make sure that you like the design before you move forward. Here's what I've gone with for my jack-o'-lantern design. I had these very pointy eyes. You can see that I made some marks here, here, and here, so I can think about the spacing between the eyes and the mouth. Here I can see the spacing from the center, and that will help us a lot when we're drawing our next frames. Since this is our rough sketch still, we can draw our 3 frames here, and then just duplicate them to the back side over here. I'll go ahead and draw 3 frames and then duplicate them and show you what it will look like. So I'm going to come into settings here and turn our frames down to about 8 frames per second. That way it's a little bit easier to see what's happening. So I did draw an extra frame here where our guideline, our middle guideline is technically behind this edge here, but our eye and mouth is still hanging over on this portion of the pumpkin. So I just boom, added a new frame, drew the corner of the eye and the very edge of the mouth, and duplicated that over here on this side as well. So now we have our center frame, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames on the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames on the left. I think it's looking pretty good, and now we can move on to the next step, which is refining the line work for this animation. If you want to get part 2 where we refine the line work, part 3 where we add colors and effects, then you're definitely going to want to join Visual Tribe. You can join for free for 7 days. We got tons of downloads, video tutorials, project files, palettes, all that good stuff. So definitely go to the description, click the link if you want part 2 and part 3. Join my community. It's great in there. You can share your art, ask questions, and I'll help you with your animations if you get stuck.